Happy Monday, December 20th, 2021. I've been going over um, market statistics by zip code. I started yesterday at 85711 and have gone around. The one that I just did, which is going to be, you can find in another video, is 85745. I'm going to be moving to 85741 and try to keep it as short as sweet as possible. But for some reason, I can never keep my YouTube videos as short as I would like to keep them, but they're very informative. The goal of me making these videos is that when you're ready to purchase or sell, that you are the most informed possible. Obviously, you're just learning about a specific zip code. And from my perspective, anytime anybody asks me how's the market going, I'm probably going to respond with what specific area are you talking about? Are you talking about Marana, Oro Valley, Sahuarita? Are you talking about Tucson? You're talking about Central Tucson, West Side, Catalina area, Northeast, Northwest, Vale? What are you specifically talking about? And as if you see all of my videos and you navigate, you can see how the price ranges change by zip code. And if we go even further into the subdivision, which is how I should be pulling comparables, but there's so many subdivisions that I don't think that I could ever get around to actually creating videos for each specific subdivision. I mean, I could start on the most popular ones or the ones that I see a lot of agents typically asking about, but just check it out. Like even in the west side area where there's a lot more custom homes, look at how many subdivisions there are. So if you want comparable market analysis from myself, that is absolutely free. I never charge for that. Feel free to reach out. Marketingadri@gmail.com. That is my preferred email address. I have another business address, but I prefer that one. Or you can give me a call, 520-249-7029. You can always text me and just, shoot over your address and say, hey, I'd like some comps for my property. I would be delighted to do those for you. The whole point of me doing these videos is that you're the most informed possible. I've talked about it in other videos, especially the 857 45, where I rambled about, there being a lot of investors and wholesalers and iBuyers that are targeting your homes, and then you speak to only one person, you feel comfortable enough, you allow them to not represent you because they're representing themselves. If they're investors, if somebody is trying to purchase your property, they're not representing you. If somebody is trying to list your property, obviously they're looking out for your best interest, hopefully. But that's what these videos are about. I just want you to be as educated, as informed as possible. So we're gonna start pulling market statistics only from 85741. And as I have specifically stated in other videos, there's so many types of homes in different zip codes that right now these videos are just for single family residences of 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, because those are the most popular. That's what people want to buy. That they sold specifically this past November from the 1st to the 30th of 2021. Actually, this one should say 21. Well, anyways, even if it says 31, it's only going to be for the last month. So I'm still going to go in and change it. Oops. So we got 31 homes that sold in the 85741 zip code. And I'm not making any other specifications. Does it have a pool? Does it have a garage? No other specifications except for 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and the zip code. So once I pull the comps on this one, we can compare it to the 85745 because that is the one that I just recently did. And we can see how many days on the market they're staying. So days on market in 857, excuse me, I just did 85745, and I should have done a different zip code. I should have done 85741. Allow me to fix this really quick. 85741. We actually have 43 homes that sold in 85741. We're going to do a one line CMA. And we're going to see, as you can see, tons and tons of subdivisions. As you can see, if I go into the square footage, they vary. Obviously, prices vary as well. As you can see, people use different types of loans to finance it. There's not a lot of VAs, but there are FHAs. There's a lot of conventional because those, with this market, a lot of people are opting for conventional because it's one of the most competitive when you're placing an offer. It all depends on your goals. So we're going to be looking at median price per square foot is 198, and we're pretty close by for the average price per square foot at 200.31. Why is price per square foot important? It is super important for investors because they like to take the lowest price per square foot and the highest price per square foot and determine how to lowball you and how to sell the property once they have renovated. Look at the days on the market. This is 10 days, which is not too bad for this zip code, meaning that it is a popular zip code. So if you're looking for something that you may want to sell in the future, the lower days on the market could be a good indication that it is a desirable area to live in. Okay. So, or if you're currently looking for property on the market, lower days on the market, what does that mean to you? There's a lot more competition and it is a desirable area that you may want to stick around in. So if we go to the pricing, the median pricing for this zip code is 308 400. The highest price is 585,000. The lowest price that you're going to find in this specific zip code is 220,000. So if your goal is to buy a $180,000 home in this zip code, you will probably struggle a lot. 85741, that's the zip code that we're talking about right now. So the average price in 85741 is 316,858, somewhere around those lines. And let's go to the 85745 area and let's compare. The average days on the market on the 85745 were 21 as compared to 85741, 10 days on the market. If we look at the median price per square foot on the west side, for 85745, 429,000. 85741, the median price is 308,400. So as you can see, that's why when people ask me, so how's the market doing? I'm always going to ask you, well, where specifically do you want to know? Like, what subdivision are you talking about? Or what zip code are you talking about? Or at least I can get a slight idea as to what we're actually talking about. So in the 85745 range, where we have a lot more custom lots, a lot larger lots, the highest price was $1,675,000. The highest price in 85741 was $585,000. So let's just say that you want to flip a house and you want to sell it for $1 million. You would probably have better luck purchasing a house on the west side 85745 area rather than the 85741 because you would have a comparable. The lowest price is 220,000. Right now I am in the 85741 sheet. And the lowest price on the 85745, I remember this is what was 150,000. Oh wait. Actually, I apologize. It was 256,000. So slightly higher. Average price in 85745, 539,000. And the average price in the 85741 is 316,000. So as you can see, so here's my thing with a lot of comparables and a lot of listed homes sometimes. And when I see that a lot of homes are staying on the market for a really long time, I know that it is a seller's market. And as much as I really, really want your listing, if we're not real with you, we're babysitting a house. So I don't want to babysit a house. I want to sell a house. And if you have a listing that hasn't had any action in the last 14 days, more than likely it is way overpriced and you should have gotten a different opinion of value, or maybe this is just greedy. Maybe you're just being greedy. I'm sorry, I know a lot of people don't like to hear the truth, but that is what could be going on. So here's the thing with a lot of real estate agents, that could possibly be inexperienced, or sometimes they are experienced. Maybe they've been in the, I mean, I know real estate agents that have been in the industry for over 3 years, and they go out 5 miles to get comparables. That is absolutely wrong. A real estate agent shouldn't be doing that. An investor will never go out 5 miles to find a comparable. I have actually taken a lot of courses on appraisal, and I have worked with investors enough to know that an investor will stick usually to half a mile to 1 mile, to find the lowest comp and the highest comp, and they will go by that. They're not just gonna, the savvy ones, right? There's a lot of really savvy investors here in Tucson, and they never buy an overpriced house. If the deal doesn't make sense, they don't purchase it, so on and so forth. They don't look at MLS to purchase property. They market on their own, so on and so forth. But right now, the whole point of this video is to educate you that the market can be different in specific areas and specific pockets of whatever city you're living in. Remember, I also work in the valley, and I can also go down all the way down to Cochise County. I work more in the valley than in Cochise County, because I used to live there. But right now we're comparing 85741 with 85745. So this is something that really ticks me off about some agents, is that they will go a mile or two or three or four or whatever to find their comparable. So let's just say that you have a house that's in this area in the 85745, and that they, instead of keeping or staying half a mile or a mile, because FHA guidelines allow for half a mile, they do this. Okay, boom, we're what, 2-3 miles right now. If Let's just say that they went out 2.5 miles, right? And then the house is right here, and they're pulling comps from all the way over here, which is kind of, in my opinion, kind of stupid. Um, because they might be listing a house up here, and maybe they're pulling $1 million home from over here. So keep in mind that the market is what it is. It is subdivision specific. If the subdivision is not large enough to be able to pull comps, we pull them half a mile out to a mile. I rarely go all the way to 2 miles. I'll do it if it's a rural area, but if there's a bunch of subdivisions, and then there's townhouses, and then there's manufactured residences or whatever, I will rarely go to all the way out to be able to pull comparables. So with that said, 85741 is a popular area to live in. There is the Pima Community College Northwest. It has easy access to the freeway, so it is a desirable area to live in. So let's see each other on the next video. Then I'm going to move on to 85704, which has Oracle going all the way up to Oro Valley. So let's do that. And please like, comment, share this video if you like these types of videos, and feel free to reach out to me if you want your home specific market analysis. 520-249-7029. My name is Adriana Valdosola with Caldwell Banker Realty, and I will talk to you in the next video.